Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here. This time reviewing on Tales of the Sinestro Corps, Superman-prime. Now, as you know, Tales of the Sinestro Corps is meant to feature characters like Hank Hanschel, aka Cyborg Superman, as well as Superman-prime. Now, as you know, the point of Superboy-prime was meant to be from his original Earth, Earth-prime. The crisis happened, and during the events of Infinite Crisis is where he fully became the villain. I know people criticise his character, but I think what Jeff Jones was meant to go for, and is showing his audience, that sometimes loss, grieving, as well as being unable to move forward, can badly damage you. And I think that was the point of Superboy-prime's character. So I'm mainly going to be covering Superboy-prime's story, which it starts off with a voice saying, "This universe was better when I was a kid. Way better. I'm from another universe, but I grew up learning all about life from this one. I learned what was good and what was bad." And we kind of see, the Lanterns duking it out in the Sinestro Corp walls. And we see how Superboy-prime finds out that Bart Allen's the Flash. And of course, we see him saying, "Poor Bart. He never stopped being a boy. Stupid little boy. All left alone. I'm not stupid." And of course, this is where we see Superboy-prime taking on the other DC superheroes, like Red Tornado, Nightwing, also Firestorm, Cyclone, and Booster Gold. And we kind of see him saying, "Where else am I going to go? There ain't any other Earths. Now, get away. I don't like speeders. I can't believe you'd be so dumb enough to set foot on Earth again. I don't like any of you." And we kind of see how everyone's trying to take down Superboy-prime's armor, given the fact that since he hasn't been near Earth's little sun, he can basically still be an easier target. And we kind of see how everyone tries to hold him down, and we see him saying, "You can try all you want, but I'll let you in on one little secret. I'm hardly whole again." And we kind of see how he points out about... We kind of see how, also damage and human bomb gets taken out. And this is how he wants to believe deep down that he's the good guy. He's the one who what this world needs. And of course, we kind of see how he tries to fly off, and he even remembers back on his Earth Prime, that he remembered what it was like being young, being able to read comic books, being inspired by the heroes, and even remembered his love interest, Laurie. And we kind of see how Laurie was meant to be the one thing that Superboy-prime always cared about. And we saw how, after what her boyfriend did to Prime, we kind of see him trying to shrug it off. And I kind of think, the point of Superboy-prime was just meant to believe deep down that he was the hero. His world was what he wanted it to be. And we kind of see how he always remembered how Clark would always look at the sun. And we see Superboy-prime saying, "We used to watch the sunrise and set. Whenever one of us was upset, he loved the sun." And we kind of see how, we kind of see how Firestorm tries to kind of use a sort of landmark as kryptonite. And we kind of see him point out that since he's not from this universe, kryptonite doesn't affect him. And we see him using his super breath right on Elastigirl, only for Uncle Sam to hold him down. And of course, this is how we kind of see how Superboy-prime believes that, these are not his heroes. He believes what the sort of real DC universe in his eyes should be. How his sacrifice, he thinks, was in vain. And we see how Wonder Girl holds down Superboy-prime's neck, rams him down, and we see how everyone who got hurt by Superboy-prime wants a piece of him. And we even see how Risk wants to go back on round 2 after what he did to him in Infinite Crisis. And of course, breaks his other arm. And we see how he even remembered how, yeah, after his boyfriend Cooper ripped up his Superboy costume, we see how he sees Halley's Comet starts to fly, and this is where he meets the Earth 1 Superman and decides to help out during the crisis. But of course, Laurie and everyone on it tragically died because of the Anti-Monitor. And we see how, yeah, what remained of other heroes from the remaining Earths managed to defeat the Anti-Monitor, and one Earth became the new Earth, and this is where we think Superboy-Prime's finally gotten his happiness, and we see how during the fight, we see how Tim Drake releases the next weapon, Crypto, and we see him saying, "Stupid mutt, I'm gonna kill you like I killed your master." And I think, yeah, this is how we kind of see how Superboy-Prime has now become everything that he hated. And this is how he finds out that all his sacrifice was for nothing. How he thinks that everything went bad, everything went wrong, and they made a mistake. And we see how, yeah, Superman was meant to believe that they could fix things again. But after Superboy-Prime ended up becoming corrupted, thinking that he's still in the right, and even try to kind of believe everything he did was for the right reasons, showing that he had no guilt or remorse for his actions. And this is where we see his point of no return. And we see how, yeah, he even joined the Sinestro Corps after breaking out of prison, and sees that the Anti-Monitor has been reborn. And we see how Prime wants to tear him apart for what he did, but knows that this could be his one chance to get back at Earth. And they even create a sort of costume for him similar to the Anti-Monitor. And we kind of see how Superboy-Prime tries to rip off Crypto's cape and feed it to him. And we see how Supergirl and Power Girl take down Superboy-Prime, basically ram him right into a bridge. And this is where we see how he insults the Earth 2 Superman, only for Karen to kind of blast him close by. And we kind of see how Superboy-Prime breaks down and admits that he's not allowed to cry right now, and even points everything that he did was in vain, and that he just wanted to be remembered and respected. And we kind of see how Prime tries to laser Superman, and everyone goes for Superboy-Prime. As soon as Leto's son comes, Superboy-Prime gets his powers back, and this is where he thinks in his own mind, everything's going to be fine now. Once everyone's gone, I'm going to be the Superman of this world. And he's going to be Superman. And we see how the Guardians release their next weapon, the new Icon. And we see how they're about to duke it out. And I think, yeah, this story is still pretty good. I think Superboy-Prime works as a character because, again, imagine losing everything that you had, everything that you fought for was for nothing. Superboy-Prime is a message, a cautionary tale that sometimes in life, the things we fight for might have been in vain, and sometimes we let loss, grieving, as well as manipulation get the better of us. And I think this story still deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.